right? So here's the deal. Another reason that we use punishment markers, right, is not only to isolate the moment of the mistake, right, but to distinguish a non-rewarded rep from a rep that you did wrong. This is really important, right? Because if I didn't say anything, let's say for us, we say wrong, nope, whatever, when we're getting negative punishment. We talked about this the other day in our marker kind of building. I'm gonna have some signal that you did it wrong and you're not gonna reward now, right? If I don't have that, let's say my dog just jumps the jump and touches it and I don't say anything and I don't reward them, like, they may be confused, right? I can isolate the moment, but they're also, then later on, when they don't get a reward, when I go to variable reinforcement, maybe they think they're wrong. Maybe they figure out that teaches them that they're wrong. They're like, oop, that was wrong, because I go get them and I take them back and they have to do it again, and they figure out, okay, touching the bar is wrong. But later in another behavior, sitting, downing, something like that, I tell them to do it, and they do it, and I don't reward them, and they're like, oops, I must be wrong. And they get up, they run around, they're like, oh, there's a confusion state there that can happen when a dog thinks they're wrong. So having a signal for do-over, basically, I'm gonna deprive you of something you want and take that away from you and then go back around can be helpful to prevent that, because when I go to variable reinforcement schedules, you're gonna do a behavior, but I'm not gonna tell you anything, right? Necessarily, I'm not giving you a reward in those spots because my dog has to learn to sustain behaviors. If I have a dog, I don't want to have to say good or give them a reward every time they do a behavior, right? And so, although I might in the beginning say good without a reward when they did something right to give them feedback, but eventually I should be able to say sit, they don't get rewarded, then we go on and do something else. I say sit the next time, maybe I reward them. I do 2 sits where I don't reward them, and they're not getting a signal outside of that. And so I want to make sure that I don't actually possibly pollute that system. Does that make sense to everybody? Right? That idea that the dog has to be able to distinguish between a rep where they're not getting rewarded, it's on variable reinforcement schedule, and one where they did something wrong, and I'm going to want them to do it over again, and I'm going to deprive them of a reward as a punishment.
If you enjoy our videos, we post our social media videos to our website, Leerburg.com, a week or two before we post them to our YouTube channel. These early release videos can be found on the front page of our site or by going to the site and selecting Video on Demand from the toolbar, and then select Free Videos. Thank you for watching.